Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to To Be Determined. Today we're going to be going over the TubNet trailer. I know I'm a little bit late on this, but I'm actually pretty excited about this server, so we're going to go over it, talk about talk about the Easter eggs, and just kind of start conversations about what it could possibly mean. So let's get into it. Alright, so I'm not going to do a face cam for this part because I don't want to cover any part of the screen, but we do start off with a train. There's people running around in the bridge underneath. Got some buildings with balconies here. Nothing really to take in other than the train itself, because like this looks super insane. I know this isn't from the actual game, but if this is based off a real thing that's in the game, like you can actually ride around in a train, or even if you can just see a train going around a city like this, that's pretty crazy. Now, we don't really know that much about this server, to be honest. Other than this trailer, we don't have anything official from the TubNet Twitter or even from Tubbo himself. So we don't know what kind of games are going to be on the server. We don't know if it's going to even have multiple games, but I assume that it is. The very little that we do know is mostly from Anthony Padilla's interview of Tubbo, where he talks about there being mechanics from beyond 1.8. I think he said 1.16 or 1.12, something like that. But there will be PvP or PvE using shields and mechanics coded around mechanics that were introduced to Minecraft after 1.8, which is really exciting because we haven't really had a server do much about that. So I'm very curious if this train has any mechanics from that point on. But let's go ahead and get into the rest of it. So you can already see we've got cars down here. There's people just chilling out in the grass, laying down, which honestly could be very possible using the swimming mechanics that we have now. Back in 1.8, you couldn't swim like horizontally, which you can do now. So they could have it to where you can lay down and things like that, which would be pretty cool. But let's take a look at this part. So it looks like there's a park right here. We've got a pretty big park. We've got Big Ben chilling right there. The giant TubNet news screen, it looks like, and then there's a giant bridge in the background. There's a helicopter here, so it looks like we're gonna have a lot of forms of mobility because we've also got cars down here. So I could see this being like a kind of Prison Break scenario or GTA type of deal, maybe not as focused on crime like those games are, but where you can literally just walk around a city and kind of do whatever you want, because Tubbo did start off on Hypixel Skyblock, which is an MMORPG, and having a modern type of MMORPG could be really cool. It's not really been done that much. Like GTA is very roleplay, but it's not very MMO. Whereas if he has it so all these players are actual players and not NPCs, and you can ride around on trains to get to different parts of the city, or you can fly on helicopters or drive cars, who knows what all you could be able to do. Okay, let's take a look at the skyline here. This building caught my eye a very large amount. So I think it says SDM core or SOM core. I honestly don't know what that means, but if anybody knows what that means, please let me know in the comments. And if we do figure out what it means, I will make that a pinned comment. But that's really the big thing that caught my eye. We've also got like some water towers here on top of the buildings. Nothing too crazy, but just little things I'm pointing out. Alright, so he's carrying around a suitcase, which is pretty interesting. Suitcase isn't an item in Minecraft, and it would be kind of a way to reskin a backpack. So instead of wearing it on your back, you've just got a suitcase that you can store extra items in. That could be kind of cool. Alright, let's take a look at this. So we've got a bunch of players on the second floor. There's benches here. That's pretty cool. It'd be cool if they have like where you can actually sit down on things, which it looks like this person's doing right here. Or is she running? Okay, she was running. But they had benches. We've got cars here on the street. Got a cafe here, and look at this statue right here. That's pretty sick. Got a bunch of players around a white flag. Honestly, that kind of looks like a piglin or a pillager to me. I can't really tell. These could all be players though, but usually if you've got a statue, then it generally is gonna mean like they did something great. So this server looks like it's gonna have some lore to it, which is gonna be really cool. I always get excited about lore. I don't know about you guys, but I enjoy having lore on things. Craft Cafe. So they're trying to get people to walk in. You've got phones. Okay, let's talk about that. You've got phone. Dude, we can take selfies, and there's the statue again. So imagine a mechanic where you can just like use an item to take screenshots. I don't know. There's a lot of things that can be done with a phone, which Hypixel Skyblock just added Abby phones recently, and the only mechanics they have is like calling NPCs. So I guess this would probably be like your menu option, kind of like Club Penguin was. I think you had some kind of phone in there and you used it to access your menu, party friends, things like that. So that could be cool. New block fashion. So it looks like we're gonna have places where you can eat because we have Craft Cafe. There's gonna be places where you can change your fashion, or I guess cosmetics and things. So we've got that as well. Gonna be a taxi system. Got the phone. Okay, all of those buildings. That is very sick looking. I don't know what those guys were carrying at all. There's money. Hold up. We've got a sign. Money. There's gonna be money in the game. So it looks like it is gonna have similar to prison servers where it's money instead of coins, which is honestly pretty cool. But I'm curious if he's gonna have it be dollars or pounds, because Tubbo is from the UK, so I would assume he'd do pounds, but who knows? I don't know that much about pounds or how different it is from dollars, but we've got money. That's the big thing. Cool. And see, he accesses his phone to choose whether to party with somebody or not. So there we go. We've got proof. You'll be able to access your parties through the phone. So that's going to be kind of your menu, similar to Club Penguin, which this does seem to give me quite a few Club Penguin vibes. I'm not going to lie. Got a house where you can have pets. Changing his fashion statement. Okay, so let's back up. He's got the cupboard right here where he's got all his clothes. He's got a pet and a bed. This looks like a pretty basic room, to be honest. So I'm guessing this is kind of like your start off room. And you can probably get some pretty crazy pets, I would bet. But let's move on. He's got his tablet or his phone where he can choose a item. So this is a jetpack. So I guess you'll be able to access like all your extra gadgets and things from the phone. Just like you can access the parties that we've already seen. So you can access parties and gadgets, and there he goes. Now I can fly around with a jetpack. There it is, SOM core again. Okay, let's back up a little bit. This is a new segment that we haven't seen of the city yet. So they've got diagonal roads, bro. Who knew it was possible to make diagonal roads in Minecraft? That's pretty cool. So it's not just gonna be like these straight roads like we see over here. You see the blocks are right next to each other. It's got the diagonal blocks. Honestly, that's a small thing, but that is pretty cool to me. We've got a fountain over here, a market. So there's a cake shop here. I can't tell what this one is over here. Those look like redstone repeaters to me, but could be like pizza or something. Just dropped a suitcase for that guy. More people with jetpacks. The TubNet building seems to be the center of it, and there is a fair in the background and an observatory over here. Okay, so the SOM core or whatever seems to be the science area of the TubNet, and there's a lot of things that you can unpack from this image right here alone. Honestly, there's a big crane right here to the right, so there's new sections being built. There's another crane down here at the bottom, so more sections being built. Then you've got the Ferris wheel and all this other stuff, which are actually moving when we hit play. So I wonder if those will actually continue to move when we're in game. But I'm guessing that you can probably get like your jetpacks and stuff from the SOM core over here. But look at this back here. There is a giant strip of road, which I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb and say is an airport. So we're going to be able to fly around. So that could also mean that the server could be bigger. If it's not on launch, then one day they can expand this to have multiple cities. And they could have already done this, but I don't want to get our expectations super high up there. But there's an airport, so that's a good sign for like future projects that they can add on to. But I do really like the font that they've chosen for the main TubNet thing. Very cool font. And you can see the boat from the fairs and stuff is in the background. That also moves here, but the lights are on at night, so I wonder if that actually works like that, if at a certain point all the lights turn on in the city and it just looks super cool. If you have full bright turned off, that'd be kind of cool. But there we go, coming August 2022. So as of me recording this, it is the 28th of July, so this could drop in like 3 days, which would be pretty awesome because I'm gonna be trying this as soon as it drops. But this trailer has me very excited for the server. I really hope that they do some new things, they try some new things, they're not afraid to do some stuff that's never been done before, because I mean that's kind of what this whole server is as of right now. No one's ever really made a server off of 1.9 plus. Everything is based off of 1.8 and everything before that. So there's some really cool things that they can do here, and I hope they do some really cool experimentation. But this is very exciting. If you go to the official website, this is what you see TubNet coming August. So it doesn't tell you the actual date, so we still don't know the actual release date, but it's gonna be coming in very, very soon. So if you guys want to see my reaction and the guide videos that I'm gonna be making on the server when it drops, be sure to hit that subscribe button. In the meantime, I'm gonna keep making Hypixel Skyblock content, but when this server drops, we're gonna be doing some things on there too. So I hope to see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. God bless.